Secretaries, author.
Welcome back to Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. Today, the Adair Warriors meet the Morris Eagles. The stakes are getting higher as the winner of this game will get to fill the final spot in the semifinals round. We've met the students before, but now we'd like to get to know them just a little bit better. We'll start by getting to know the Adair Warriors. First off, we have Captain Maddie Berkey, who's a senior this year. She enjoys reading, knitting, playing piano, and drawing. Favorite subject in school is English. Period. After high school, she plans to go to college for filmmaking and then go into the movie business. A random fact, Maddie can speak Sindarin and write Gallifreyan. Can you please explain that to me?
Sindarin is an Elvish language from J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Gallifreyan is from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. I don't watch enough Doctor Who. Okay. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Isaac Davis is a senior this year, and in his spare time, he likes taking long walks on the beach. Are you dating already? All of his friends call him Dirty Bird, and others call him Isaac Newton. He works at Reese's, and his quote of the day is Geronimo. Why Geronimo?
I just like jumping off things.
Okay, well that's good. Does the hair help you with the walks on the beach? Do you get
Usually.
sand in it?
I mean, it provides like a sponge kind of.
Nice.
So it stays out there.
SpongeBob's happy with you then.
Right, yeah.
Okay, appreciate you being here. Adam Clare is a senior. He has quite a range of hobbies, including martial arts, fishing, robotics, programming, and gaming, bottle cap collecting, and water sports. Favorite color is red, so is mine. He hopes to become a computer or electrical engineer and work on robots that go to space. And oh, how he loves pizza. What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Just pepperoni?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's good. Pepperoni is the standard. We like that. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And we have Casey Strickland, a senior this year. And she stated that FCLA is my life, and I enjoy spending time with my friends, little siblings, and niece. My favorite subjects would be math and science. I like the math. Good for you. Football is your favorite sport to watch, and you'll be attending the University of Arkansas after high school. Woo, pig suey. Random fact is that you went to biology camp for 2 weeks. So what do you do in biology camp? Do you like go into the forest and scrounge out all the dead animals and do all the stuff with it?
We did a ton of different stuff. We did go into the forest.
Okay.
We got to dissect stuff.
Like the dead animals?
No.
Oh, okay. You actually got
Well,
a lot
wait, yeah, they were dead.
They were dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Okay. Appreciate you being here. The Adair Warriors. And today their competitors are the Morris Eagles. First off, Captain Corey Abernathy, a senior this year, enjoys fishing and hunting. Favorite subjects are science and math, good for you, and especially geometry and trigonometry, very nice. Plans on attending University of Oklahoma and becoming an engineer. And Corey, you're the senior class president and part of NHS. So as senior class president, have you enrolled your health care plan like President Obama?
Not yet, but we're actually working on it.
Will it be better than the one that currently is trying to happen?
I sure hope so.
I hope so too, for your sake at least.
Yes.
All right, well, thanks for being here. Jillian Long is a senior this year. Her hobbies include dance and cheer, very nice, and enjoys reading and playing volleyball. After high school, she plans on attending OU, earning a master's in physical therapy. Random fact about Jillian, she has cheered for 2 televised parades, one of which was in England. So who are you cheering for then?
I was part of the All-American squad, and so the whole All-American squad got the opportunity to cheer in a
who?
parade in London, just for the parade.
Okay, so like
For
wasn't
New
for the
Year's.
Queen, it wasn't
No. I
the
didn't get to
baby,
meet her.
none of that? Okay.
No.
Okay, I'm knocking over his name. Okay, well that's awesome. Great opportunity for you. Thanks for being here. Kendra Fitzel is a senior this year. Her hobby is playing piano, and her favorite subject is math. Yes. Also enjoys football. After high school, she plans to double major in finance and accounting at OSU. Random fact about Kendra, she has been to 25 different states. So you've been halfway through the country, so
Yes.
you plan to travel anywhere else?
Yes, I want to see. I haven't got to go to the West Coast yet.
Oh, so you got the east side
I
all
got the
done.
east side done. We're
Okay.
moving to the west.
Yeah, West Coast gal.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Thanks for being here. Anthony Willett is a sophomore this year, enjoys playing piano and listening to music. Favorite subjects are math and music. Very nice. Good combination there. After high school, he wants to get a degree in the creative arts. A random fact about Anthony, he can recite 12 digits of pi. Now, all I ever do in my math classes is 3.14159.265, and I always say and change. So you know Like,
So that should be 120.
oh, 120. They
Yeah.
made it 12. Okay, so 120. So why?
I just got bored one day. I just started memorizing it.
Don't we all? Okay, well, that's good. It might come in handy someday. You never know.
Yeah.
Like on a show like this. Okay, the Morris Eagles. Thank you, teams. Well, let's begin the competition. We first start off with the speed round. Remember, teams, these are individual answer questions worth 10 points each. No conferring. Are you ready to play? Do you want questions? Yes. Yeah. Good, because I want answers. Here's your first speed question. Identify the federal agency with the letters CPSC. Time's up. That is the Consumer Product Safety Council. Next speed question. To whom did Lance Armstrong first publicly confess his transgression of doping? Yes, Morris.
Oprah.
That is correct, Oprah Winfrey. Next speed question. Identify the poet and the larger work from which the following line was taken. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Time's up. That is from Elizabeth Barrett Browning, The Sonnets from the Portuguese. Great Sandy, Great Victoria, Simpson, and Gibsons are all large deserts located where? Yes, Morris.
In the United States.
That is incorrect. Adair, you get a chance? Yes.
In Africa.
Incorrect. It is Australia. Moving ahead. At age 70, Socrates stood accused of 2 crimes. Identify either one of them. Yes, Morris.
Murder.
Incorrect. Adair? Yes.
Heresy?
No, not heresy. Impiety or corrupting the youth of Athens. Okay. Next speed question. Nuclear fusion and nuclear fission are both processes which release enormous quantities of energy. Explain the difference. Bell rang before. Fusion is the union of nuclei to form heavier ones. Fission is the splitting of a nucleus. A certain company faced a global boycott. That would be Adair. Yes?
CIA.
That is incorrect. I will finish the question. Over sweatshop conditions overseas. It was among the first major apparel companies pressured to disclose the factories it uses, saying it is developing an index that will include labor, social, and environmental measures. Name the company.
Levi.
Incorrect. It is Nike. All right. Still looking for points. Hitler forced the French to sign an armistice of June 1940 in the same place where the armistice ended World War I in 1918 was signed. Where was it? Yes, Adair.
Berlin?
That is incorrect. Morris, you get a chance.
Switzerland.
Incorrect. It is a railroad car in Compiègne, France. Okay. 2 corresponding parallels of latitude on the terrestrial globe lie about 23.5 degrees above and below the equator. What are they called? Yes, Morris.
Tropic of Capricorn and the Tropic of Cancer.
That is correct. Math question. You do get extra time for these, don't forget. What is the difference when you subtract 1 1/4 from its reciprocal? Yes, Adair.
3 3/4.
That is incorrect. Morris? Yes.
2 3/4.
Incorrect. -9/20. Identify the federal agency with the letters OSHA. Yes, Morris.
Occupational Safety and Health Act.
Incorrect. Very close. Adair? Yes.
Occupational Safety and Health Association.
Incorrect. Administration. Administration. President Obama chose some new cabinet members for his second term. Who are the new Secretaries of State and Secretary of Defense? Thumbs up. John Kerry and Chuck Hagel. Saint Cecilia was the patron saint of what? That would be music. In their book, Free to Choose, Milton and Rose Friedman blame which of the following for economic ills in the United States? Is it big government, big business, or big unions? Yes, Morris.
Big businesses.
Incorrect. Adair.
Big government.
Big government is correct. Oh, and that bell means that the speed round is over. The score at this point, Adair with 10 points and Morris with 20 points. Close match. As we now enter into the advantage round. To gain the advantage, teams, remember you must be the first to correctly answer a speed question. Any team member may answer. Once a team correctly answers a speed question, they are given 3 advantage questions worth 5 points each. While you are allowed to confer players, answers for the advantage questions must come from your team captain. Once the advantage category is complete, it's back to speed questions to gain a new advantage. Are you ready? Here's your speed question. Identify the federal agency with the letters FDA. Yes, Morris.
Food and Drug Administration.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category is chemicals. Name these chemicals. Number 1, HCl.
Hydrochloric acid.
Hydrochloric acid.
That is correct. CO.
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide.
Correct. NaOH.
Sodium hydroxide.
Sodium hydroxide.
That is correct. Well done. Next speed question for a new advantage. When a ray of light enters a body of water in a direction perpendicular to the surface of the water, how much will it bend? Yes, Morris.
90 degrees.
Incorrect. Adair. Yes.
45 degrees.
Incorrect. It won't bend at all. Only when it comes in at an angle. Still looking for advantage. In 2012, the Republican Party announced that what former Secretary of State would speak at the Republican National Convention? That would be Condoleezza Rice. Popeye ate his spinach. Identify another character from children's literature as I name the food. 360 pancakes. That would be Adair, yes?
Garfield.
Incorrect. Morris? That would be Little Black Sambo, though Garfield does eat a lot of food. Still looking for an advantage. Math question, by the way. How many 10-liter cans are needed to provide the same capacity as 15 12-liter cans? Yes, Adair.
18.
18 is correct. You have the advantage. Your category is identify. What nationality were the following artists? Number 1, Diego Rivera.
Mexican.
That is correct. Vasily Kandinsky.
Italian.
Incorrect. It is Russian. Edvard Munch.
German.
Incorrect. Norwegian. Back to speed. 2 signers of the U.S. Constitution later became presidents. Who were they? Yes, Adair.
John Adams and Thomas Jefferson.
Incorrect. Morris? Yes.
James Madison and Thomas Jefferson.
Close. James Madison and George Washington. Still looking for advantage. In which country was the Battle of the Marne fought in? Yes, Morris.
France.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category this time is parks. Name these national parks. Number 1, it's the site of therapeutic mineral waters. Name the Arkansas resort.
Like Geyser Springs or something like.
Eureka Springs.
Eureka Springs.
Eureka Springs.
Incorrect. It is Hot Springs. This forest contains groves of giant redwood trees. Name the California park which bears an Indian name.
Sequoia.
Sequoia is correct. In what state would you find Death Valley National Park?
California.
California.
California is correct. Back to speed. Walt Whitman wrote 2 of his most famous poems on the death of President Lincoln. Can you name either one of the titles? Yes, Morris.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
That is correct. The other one is When Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed. Good. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Dead Poet Society. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. You have the advantage. My bad. Your category is that I'll define some cooking terms. You give the verb in each case. Number 1. To cook in a small amount of fat or cooking oil in a skillet.
Saute.
That is correct. To add salt, pepper, or other spices or herbs.
Season.
Season is correct. To cook just below the boiling point.
Simmer.
Simmer.
Simmer is correct. What future president suggested that the solution to Vietnam was to pave it? Ooh, bell rang. That would be Ronald Reagan. Still looking for advantage here. What 3 parts of speech can be modified by an adverb? Yes, Morris.
A verb, an adjective, or another adverb.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category is opposites. Give the feminine counterpart of these words. Number 1, czar.
Sultan.
Czarist.
Incorrect. Czarina. Best man.
Bridesmaid.
Bride.
Maid of honor.
Maid of honor.
Correct. Stag.
Doe.
Incorrect. Hind. Hind. Back to speed. There are 10 birds known, living or extinct, that cannot or could not fly. Name any 5 of them. Yes, Morris.
Dodo bird. That's all I got.
Still time.
It's not, I don't have anything else.
All right, Adair, you get a chance. Oh, that was up. That would be the cassowary, the dodo, emu, cormorant, penguin, ostrich, moa, kiwi, rail, or rhea. They say living or extinct. Back to speed. What type of document includes information about the sender's job history along with personal reference? Yes, Morris.
Resume.
That is correct. You have the advantage. Your category is that all your answers start with 4 as an FOR in this word association game. Number 1, eternity.
Forever.
Forever.
Forever is correct. Expedition in border warfare.
Forage.
Forage.
Close. 4A. 3, abandoned, miserable, hopeless.
Forlorn.
Formidable.
Forlorn.
Forlorn.
Forlorn is correct. Oh, and that time means the advantage round is over. Score at this point, Adair has 15 points, and the Morse Eagles with 75 points. Okay, we now jump into the 3rd round where the team's ability to think on their feet will be tested. In this whirlwind round, the team with the lowest points gets to pick from 1 to 3 categories. They can pick a category for themselves, or they can choose a category for the opposing team. Should they pick the opposing team's category, their opponents will get to choose a category for them. Each team will have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 questions in the category as possible, with correct answers being worth 10 points each. You may confer players, but all answers must come from your team captain. You may pass on the question at any time by simply saying pass. Okay, Adair, you are trailing at this point. Your categories are mystery, odds and ends, or spelling. Are you choosing for yourselves or for Morris?
What do you think?
I don't know. Do you want to do spelling?
I like spelling.
Spelling? Okay.
Let's spell.
We'll do spelling.
For yourself. Okay, spelling it is. Number 1, annihilate.
No, you just.
Team captain.
ANNIHILATE.
Correct. Harebrained.
HAREBRAINED.
Correct. Raspberry.
RASPBERRY.
Correct. Vengeance.
VENGANCE.
Incorrect. Hippopotamus.
HIPPOPOTAMUS.
Correct. Inoculate.
Innoculate.
Incorrect. Hypocrisy. Time is up. Your minute is over. Okay, Morris, you now get a chance to handle the whirlwind round. You're choosing for yourselves. Would you like mystery, odds and ends, or vocabulary?
Vocabulary, please.
Vocabulary it is. Okay. Number 1. Does demise mean the opposite of dwelling, irritation, birth, or surmise?
Birth.
Correct. Does baneful mean the opposite of poisonous, limited, salubrious, or sacred?
Sacred.
Incorrect. Does prostrate mean the opposite of prone, erect, glandular, or doubtful?
Doubtful.
Incorrect. Does contentious mean the opposite of amenable, inactive, dissatisfied, or severe?
Inactive.
Incorrect. Does terminal mean the opposite of incipient, natal, malignant, or conclusive?
Malignant.
Incorrect. Does hapless mean the opposite of fortuitous, fortunate, fortified, or fermented?
Fortified.
Incorrect. Does mollify mean the opposite of grind, allay, quit, or provoke?
Provoke.
Correct. Does hamper mean the opposite of support, animate, caution? Time is up. That would be support. Okay. There's the end of the whirlwind round. Score stands. Adair has 55 points. Morris has 95 points. All right, back to speed to finish off the competition. Yes? Are you ready? Here we go. He made the first solo airplane flight around the world. Yes, Morris.
Charles Lindbergh.
Incorrect. I'll finish the question. He died with Will Rogers in a plane crash at Point Barrow, Alaska. Who was he? That would be Wiley Post. The world's oldest surviving constitutional republic can be found in the Apennine Mountains. Name this nation completely surrounded by Italy. Yes, Adair.
Vatican City.
Incorrect. Morris? That would be San Marino. More speed. Today, most of this metal is used for superalloys or permanent magnets, but for a millennium, it was prized for the blue color it imparted on ceramics and glass. What is it? Yes, Morris.
Cobalt.
That is correct. Popeye ate his spinach. Identify another character from children's literature as I name the food. 3 bowls of porridge. Yes, Morris.
The 3 bears?
Incorrect. Adair? Yes?
Goldilocks.
That is correct. Arrange the following nations by area, beginning with the largest. Brazil, Canada, China, United States. Yes, Morris.
Canada, United States, China, Brazil.
Incorrect. Adair.
Canada, Brazil, China, United States.
Incorrect. It is Canada, China, U.S., Brazil. No problem. Back to more speed. In which country was the Battle of San Juan Hill fought in? Yes, Morris.
Cuba?
That is correct. The Conscription Act was the nation's first draft law. An unfair and unpopular law was it passed in 1863, 1898, or 1916? Yes, Adair.
1863.
That is correct. In which of Richard Strauss's operas do we meet Herodias and John the Baptist? Time. That would be Salome. Math question. If a distance is estimated at 44 feet and is found to be 40 feet, what is the percent of error in the estimate? Yes, Adair.
10% error.
10% error is correct. In which country was the Battle of the Bulge fought in? Yes, Morris.
Germany.
Incorrect. Adair.
France.
Incorrect. It is Belgium. Independent Republicans who backed Grover Cleveland in 1884 were called what? Yes, Adair.
The Bull Moose Party.
Incorrect. Morris. That would be the Mugwumps. His name is often associated with Halley's Comet because it appeared in the skies when he was born and again in 1910 when he died. Who is this famous American? Yes, Adair.
Mark Twain.
That is correct. Quote, "It was our manifest destiny to overspread the continent." Oh, time is up. That finishes our competition. Final score does stand with Adair at 95 points and Morris with 115 points. Well played both teams, but Morris, you do get to move on to the semifinal round. Congratulations. Next week, we do begin the semifinals. The first two teams to face off will be the Claremore Zebras and the Tulsa Booker T Washington Hornets. Come back and see who has the answers in this exciting semifinal round of I Want Answers. As always, if you missed last week's competition, you can view it by visiting our website, rsupublictv.org, and look for I Want Answers. But if you're a big fan, look us up and like us on Facebook by searching for I Want Answers. Well, that's all for this episode. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. If you knew some of the answers, thank a teacher. If you know freedom, thank a soldier. Have a great night.